Niels, we have all the cars following information, hopefully giving each other plenty of room. They will be coming back side by side for the start of the race.
Yeah, it's single file up until the final corner, and then it goes back to double file, if I remember correctly.
And then we can just kind of ignore the starting positions there, but it's all looking pretty exciting at the moment. Let's just watch them all coming down. Oh, somebody a bit slow to get away there.
Yeah, Gemboy RV is a little bit behind. I don't know what happened there, but there you go.
That's fine. He's still in position as well.
Yeah, still in position, and he's caught back up to the field. So again, it's just be safe. Don't try and go ultra fast to try and catch up. It's a false economy right there. I know, to my own very own detriment.
Yeah, we're not getting the sat nav working inside Niels' one, unfortunately.
He's old school. He has a map.
He knows the track. Knows it like the back of his hand.
He has the Road America 8Z.
And we'll see how Riley gets on at the start. Well, it looks like we've got a big sort of difference in tyres as well. It looks like it's a real split 50-50 for the...
Yes, yeah, I can see Riley is on the primary and Austin is on the alternate. So right at the start, you got splitting the strategy.
So that's going to make things pretty exciting through the race.
Yeah, we're quite interested to see who's really called the strategy right. When to pit for fuel, when to pit for tyres, or if you need to do them separately or together. Because again, I mean, it's a bit unknown, I think, for a lot of people. So we shall see. Because again, no matter how much you practice your strategy in your head or in like a private server, the race is a totally different animal.
Yeah, definitely. So they should be looking at getting going very shortly now.
Oh, dear me! That was close.
Oh, who was that?
It was Adrian. He got on the grass and nearly spun it on the parade on the opening lap.
Oh, maybe just trying to get too much heat in his tyres. Oh.
Yeah, I think he just took it a bit too quick through the chute, and yeah, nearly spun it.
So is this it? This is them starting to stack up. We will follow the.
Although only criticism in there, I think that might be a bit early to start stacking them up. It's still an entire final sector to go.
Well, the safety car is going to have to start accelerating soon.
Oh, that's true.
The
Yeah.
leader will have to take control.
Ignore what you said then. But yeah, no, it seems everyone is in line of stern, so that's looking pretty good.
Will we get a relatively clean start?
I hope so, but I'm not sure we will.
Right, so safety car will be pulling into the pits, and Riley has control of the start now as we're coming up to the start-finish line for the start of this 55 laps round Road America. Slowly creeping up to the line here.
Someone's got to blink first. Someone's got to blink first. Here we go.
And he's off, but it looks like Austin might have just jumped into first there.
Yes, he has.
Oh, Adrian up the inside. And a massive crash
not a clean one.
Massive crash further back. Pendry, Flygamer involved in that one. Maybe more. And Adrian up into second, getting challenged by Riley and Master there. I think Riley's going to go up the inside. Both of them leaving plenty of room here. Adrian getting challenged and just elbowed out the way. Oh, and just losing the back end very slightly. But with Austin on the softer tyre, he's getting a good run. Oh, and it looks like Masters managed to get by Adrian, but Adrian managing just to hang on to the track there. Some absolutely cracking fights already happening. Everything's so close. Lantern in the back, about to make a move on Alfredo for 11th position. Coming through. Oh, is he going to be able to get him into Canada corner? He's just holding back. It is only the start of the race, but oh, Alfredo going super wide, but managing to get the position. And then we've got battles for 4th position and 5th position.
A big battle for 4th position. 3 cars.
And he's managed to get it. That look at them.
Claudio, yes, Claudio's got ahead. Oh no! Ooh, that was close. Took a lot of dirt there.
Yeah, unfortunately this isn't ACC, so we're not getting the replay function. But we do have the radio boss who's keeping an eye on what's happening further back.
I'm helping.
Now we do have Lantern, who is managing to just climb his way up through there, fly down into 11th position. Riley isn't gaining much time on Austin. If anything, that gap is getting slightly bigger. But
I think that might be the difference between the prime and the alternate tyres coming into play there.
Just as we swapped over onto Polidori, a big slide. Lantern and Divi swapping positions. Oh, and Game Boy, where is he spun?
Somewhere.
Looks like the kink. No, it's not.
It's just before the Speedville Bridge.
Yeah, just
so into the carousel.
The end of the Hurry Downs. Panzer F1 looking really close onto the back of Divi. Just going a little bit wide and getting his wheel in the dirt. It might cost him. He might lose this position to Fly on the main straight. Fly has also got Pendry breathing down his neck. Oof. And he was just like a coiled spring coming off the last corner. That is incredible.
And there is Panzer F1 trying to get past Divi. Fly and Pendry are also just chomping at the bit to try and get past. God.
Everyone's tucked in, just trying to get the most. Oh, and Pendry getting by Fly.
That was a good move.
Great move there.
I'm keeping a close eye on the lead battle at the moment, and I think the gap is starting to slightly come down between Oganowski and Gallardo right there. Yeah, it is coming down ever so slightly. Again, I think.
It's slightly.
I think the alternate. Yeah, I think the alternate tyres may be losing a little bit of their grip, and the crossover may be happening a lot sooner than I think most of us would have thought.
They're pushing so hard as well. Like we've got Master that is just closing up that gap onto Adrian for the last podium position, but behind him,
Polidori just insanely quick. Again, he's just clawed his way up to the back
from nowhere.
Yep.
I've got Pendry. Oh, round the outside of the carousel on Panzer F1.
That's risky, that's risky.
What a move. That is fantastic to watch. Oh! Was that Fly Lagema?
Yes. No, that was Fly. Fly nearly died at the chute.
Wow. And we've got Divi tucking in to try and get that position from Panzer as well. Just managing to mug him there. Oof. Got Polidori closing up onto the back of Master. Master still closing up onto the back of Adrian. Riley now closing up onto the back of Austin. I wasn't expecting it to be as crazy as this.
No. As I say, you don't want to be going off at the chute. That is just that's an end to anything you've got going.
Oh, definitely. Now, just looking at the field, we are having some gaps kind of coming out now, but it's still so close. Panzer F1 still on the back of Fly there. The Fly still hanging on the back of Fly Lagema, and he's still on the back of Pendry as well. This is just a little train that is still...
Again, I'm keeping an eye on the gap between first and second, and it is falling. It's falling... I'm not going to say rapidly, but it is falling a fair bit.
Yeah, once he gets into the toe as well, the toe is so strong. and we've seen that to good effect in the turn 1, and even through the after the kink into that part of the track that I can't remember its name.
Yeah, also I'm actually just checking the lap times.
The kettle bottoms.
Austin Ogonowski is best lap is 1:43.1. Riley Gallardo 1:42.6. So there is a good chunk of pace coming from Riley even on those primary tyres.
Now that's Game Boy. He has spun again at roughly the same bit. He's just coming down the hurry downs just now into turn 6. Oh, really struggling with those tyres at the moment. Hopefully he'll be able to find some pace and get going again. Just looking at Riley coming over around into turn 1. And he is right on the back of him.
Oh, a bit of a lock-up there, bit of a lock-up. But he's hounding Austin so hard right there. Just relentless.
Oh, and he's so late on the brakes there. Panzer F1 is dropped right back. He's behind Stanley now as well. Alfredo looks like he's about to challenge alright as well. But this is the battle for the lead, and we will be focusing on this one for the next wee while.
I will say now that the Panzer F1 is now past Stanley. He's just retaken the position.
Hey Elmo, good to see you in the chat, mate. I hope you're all good. I suppose it's still early on in the race as well, so they probably won't need to push too hard.
But you say that like they're not racing drivers.
I know, yeah. If there's a gap and all that. But we'll just see.
Gap car.
We'll see if he can close the gap up. It is getting smaller and smaller and smaller every lap. But behind Adrian as well, that gap again is getting closer and closer and closer as well.
It's a 3-car train. They're all equidistantly split as well. And they're all setting pretty much identical lap times as well.
Now, that's interesting. That's interesting as we've got Riley was actually losing time to Austin on the straight, so
push to pass.
Okay.
So Austin may have been using some of his push pass to defend from the threat, which would explain that, because I haven't seen Riley Gallardo put a foot wrong really.
So how many push to passes do you get through the race?
I don't know.
If there's anyone in the chat that's driven these, then
for some reason my mind is going 9, but I don't know if that's correct. So someone will have to say in the chat if there is the amount of push to pass.
Sorry, I've missed a couple of things here. Just in the chat on Twitch there's 10 push to pass. That was said by...
Okay, so I was one away.
That was said by Niels as well.
Right, okay, so 10 push. Yeah, no, I mean, if I'm going to go for an authority on that sort of stuff, I think he's one of the better ones to go for.
We'll see if the gap comes down any, because the thing is, though, at this point in the race, you're not wanting to lose all your push to passes as well. Lantern's had a good run so far. Up in
he's kept out of trouble, and he's to be fair, he's actually challenging Kevin Woodward as well. Yeah,
there was a note of track limits at turn 1. I don't know what was agreed at the start, but I'm assuming that the line that they're doing is it's all right.
Well, I'd assume so. Everyone's doing it.
So just have a wee look further back as well. Master still challenging. Now that looks like a push to pass that's came up there for Lantern that I'm trying to switch over to, but it's not letting me do it.
That's a number. Yep, that's so he's got 9. So he's activated 1. He's got 9 left.
And
or is that 8?
8 8th, I think. Yeah.
The screen's a little bit low resolution, so it's a little tricky to see. Yeah.
And that's him past Kevin Woodward up into 7th with Toxic in front of him. And the gaps are now starting to spread out a little bit. Now we've got Adrian using his push to pass.
He's already used 3.
He's just trying to cling on to the 3rd position, and he'll be wanting to try and stay out as long as he can.
And Master went very deep into that corner as well. Very, very deep.
Now, Polidori as well, just a second off the back of Master, but it's Adrian's not an easy man to pass. And that's Austin setting his personal best round here, but Riley just still a little bit faster. And that is Pendry just fighting with Kevin Woodward as well, managing to get by him there. Further back we've got Alfredo and Oriti. And we'll see if he can make the move up into turn 1, which he has. Oh, and a big smack in the back.
Oh, dear me. Oh, that was
Alfredo.
A bit of fighting between countrymen right there.
Yep. Alfredo will be rubbing his wee bum, wondering what's happened. But fingers crossed it will not affect him for the rest of the race. There will be a pit stop soonish, so if there's any repairs, then that'll be happening. But things look like they've kind of touched.
Yeah, they've kind of settled down a bit. So I think pit stops is when it's going to sort of start to get a bit fighty and a bit exciting. Though saying that, Master is very close to Adrian.
Not just very close, just about past him.
Yeah, coming through Canada Corner was getting alongside and trying to overtake. That's very good. Also, just to bring a little fact in here, I found out how many corners on Road America are actually named.
How many?
5.
There you go.
And 2 of them aren't really corners. So you have the Moraine Sweep, which isn't really a corner. The Kettle Bottoms, which isn't really a corner.
Yep.
The Hurry Downs, which is a straight, so that doesn't really count either. Then you've also got the Carousel, the Kink, and Canada Corner. All the others are just numbers.
And their bridges are sponsored as well. So you've got in fact, we're just coming up to the Sargento.
The Cheese Bridge.
The Cheese Bridge. Oh, and this is going to be a big lunge. Oh, Adrian's trying to cover him off. And it is.
Leo outbraked himself.
And that was
not quite. But wheel tapping right there. Adrian has fought back. Has he managed to get the position? Oh no!
And that
Master
was
spun.
I think that was Polidori just coming around and maybe just catching the back end as Master was going wide. What a shame.
You couldn't really unfortunately, you couldn't tell from that angle what happened. He could have spun on his own, or could have been tapped from behind. But again, it's very difficult to see because the only thing I did see there was kind of clear daylight between Adrian and Master's wheels at that point after coming together just before the corner. Yeah,
I just wanted I'm having a wee look at the chat there, and yeah, the Arbaz boy, Fly Legema, is up in 8th after getting a really, really bad start, to be honest, so he'll be happy with that. So, and we've just been notified from Race Control that pit stops should be happening within the next sort of 4 laps or so. So we'll see how it goes. But again, that gap just coming down really, really slowly. Riley, again, just 0.2 faster than Austin. And he might... I wonder if he's going to be just sitting where he is, happy to wait, and then try and just, while he's in the pits, just put the hammer down and see if we can get round a bit quicker. But, oof. There's been some incidents now, but yeah, big gap now between 2nd and 3rd, with Adrian just at 8 seconds. Master losing out, unfortunately, with the little bump or slide from the Polidori there as well. Oh, and Game Boy RV off again.
That's Game Boy. Game Boy, yeah. He's
And
been all over the shop.
yeah,
And he's already been lapped.
Yeah, off at the same point again. He's a horrible part of the track for him. And
is he rejoining?
He is rejoining, but I think he's just trying to stay out everyone's way.
Which is sensible.
Yeah. Oh, Lantern's down at 16. Oh, Lantern's had a bit of
he might have, yeah, he had it off somewhere, probably.
But at the moment, the fight is for first position.
Yep.
With Riley and Austin.
Austin Ogonowski.
And again, I hate to say it, but I think Ogonowski was slightly ahead at the start. So there might be a little look at that after the race.
Ooh, dear.
But this is what makes the WWE so... Formula Charge so popular.
Enough with you and your conspiracy theories.
That's it. Here comes Adrian with the metal chair.
By God, he's got a family!
Oh... Good seeing the close racing at the front. Again, Riley just taking his time. He's not needing to lunge.
No.
He's waiting for his right opportunity. But I think credit to Ogonowski or Ogonosk. Ogonosk?
Ogonowski, it's cut off the last bit of his name.
Yeah. He has been probably using his push to passes quite well and not allowing Riley to get close enough to stick his nose where it is not wanted. So I think if Riley does get past him, then it should still be pretty close, actually. Especially if they're going to be sticking to the same tyre combos as well. But again, this could be what they've done with the qualifying setup to race setup. This could be just the sort of paces that we're seeing. But it's really exciting. It'll be exciting when they get up to some lap traffic as well. They are still a little bit away from it at the moment.
Well, so the only lap traffic there was Gemboy. That's not really because he's on the pace of being lapped at that point. He's spun a lot.
Oh, big crash there. We've got 3 drivers off. Alfredo, Lantern, and Riti.
I wonder what happened there. Unfortunately, we didn't quite catch it.
Just going into the carousel there. On our first pit stops, we've got Fly in, we've got Master in. This will give us an idea of what the pit stops are going to be like. We're just going to go to pit stops and the tyres and see where everyone's sitting. Oh, and it looks like Lantern's already been in for a pit stop as well, which is really unfortunate that he has had a wee coming together.
That might have been why he was down in 16th.
Yeah, and he's had the coming together, so that's going to be a nightmare, especially if he gets some damage on his car. We'll see if they swap over to a Prime. No, they will not. They're sticking with the same one. Has he changed these tyres? It doesn't look like it. And neither does Fly.
There might have been a fuel stop.
Right, okay. Little splash.
Because these cars have pipettes for fuel tanks.
Right. Perfect.
It's, I think, about 70 litres, I think. And these things drink fuel. Like, no, wow. Riley has come into the pits.
Right. So Riley in as well.
Will he change to... Oh, and Adrian and Claudio are also in the pits as well.
Will we see any position changes? Master coming up a little bit as well.
James Pendry has not stopped, nor has Toxic. And, there looks to be a... Oh, Philagamer is looking to get past Kevin Woodward.
Just not quite managing
Not
it
quite
there.
though.
And then we've got Panzer F1 coming into the pits as well. Divi staying out on track. Filogema still looking for that way by. And is he going to try and outbrake him? No, he's not. But he is all over the back of him as they come under Corvette Bridge.
Sorry. Yeah, it looks like a lot of this first round looks to be mostly fuel stops. From what I can see, no one's really changed tyres.
I think Riley must have changed tyres because he is down in 6th now.
No, he didn't.
Well, how has he lost so much there?
It takes a long time to pit. Because if you look also down, that Adrian and Polidori are in 8th and 9th.
Wow, okay.
It's a long pit lane and there's a very low pit lane speed limit as well. So even a fuel stop does cost you time.
Leader is just coming into the pits at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on Riley as he will be coming around to pass. And will he get into the lead, or will it be Austin sort of managing to stay out in front of him? It's going to be so tight. We've got Pendry and Toxic in now.
Everyone in the top 5 has come back into the pits. So that'll be, again, probably just refuel. I don't think... someone may change tyres, but I don't think anyone will.
Austin's still not moving yet. Riley's used his push to pass. He's moving now. It's going to be so tight. I think Riley's going to get in front of him. He's just...
It's going to be close if it does.
Lane. Oh, and he's just...
There we go.
By. And he's used a push to pass just at the end of the pit lane as well. Oh, Riley's so deep. And that is him. 2 seconds he managed to make up with that early pit stop. Ooh.
That was what he needed, though.
Definitely what he needed. So, there we go. Good undercut. Adrian still in 3rd position. Closely followed by Polidori as well. And
I think we still have a few people yet to pit.
We'll have a quick look just now and just see who is left to pit. Just a Gemboy.
Nobody. Well, Gemboy, yeah.
And that's it. And so far, things looking quite good. Oh, and Lantern having a big spin and back to the pits there. I think I don't know what happened with him there. But hopefully he'll continue. Maybe speak to race control to find out what's happened. Oh. Whew. This is ridiculous. 15 laps gone, and I feel like it's... I just feel absolutely burst. Oh, car off to the side. Lantern has DNF'd. And it looks like Gemboy is off to the side.
I think he's ran out of fuel.
And his rear spoiler looks pretty spoiled.
Yeah, it's... Oh, that's not very good.
If Lantern's watching the stream, then you can let us know what happened, buddy. And that is Gemboy. Looks like
Ouch.
He's going to be the next one to retire. Polidori giving Adrian a really hard time trying to get up onto that podium. Oof, really late on the brakes. Both of them are on the same tyres as well. So
They are not.
are they not? I thought they were both
No.
red.
No, Adrian is on the primaries. Corio is on the alternates.
Ah. I need to get my eyes tested, I think. Yep. I can see it now. So, Polidori just trying to find that little bit of extra performance just to try and squeeze round. But what's interesting is out front, that gap is not increased as much as what I thought it was going to do as well. So I think if Austin can kind of hang around that point, he might want to try and pit earlier the next time. Because it looks like
undercut him, yeah.
Undercut is strong. And Polidori just absolutely ragging that car, just trying to get the most out of it. You can see the back end was squirming around the last turn. And Master also looking quite close to the back of Woodward. He's used some push to pass as well. Will we see a move here? Yes, we will. Into turn 1.
Will he make it stick?
It should.
Yes, it should.
And it's
there we go.
also giving him a really good run onto the back of Toxic as well. So Toxic
this could be interesting. Very interesting.
But there is a big gap. Adrian's still 11 seconds off the back of second place.
Yeah, it's kind of been a sort of a story of 2 races. You had the 2 guys up in front, and then kind of everybody else.
But it is one of these things where something like just a couple incidents could make all the difference. I don't think. Are we running a proper safety car this race?
I don't know, but again, from previous races like this, usually if it's a incident involving more than 3 cars, and like in a big way where they can't get themselves going again, that's when the safety car will be brought out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because again, if it's like an instance where
Master making a move on Toxic, and he's going really clean. Toxic giving him plenty of room to get by
down
there.
in the Canada corner. That again, that's a risky place to make a move.
Polidori now using push to pass on Adrian, looking to try and get as much toe as possible. Adrian using his push to pass defensively and taking the inside line. Polidori, and that is a little bit cheeky. A lot of movement from Adrian coming into some of the corners there. And
it is movement, but it's the question of is it just the one movement, or is it sort of like a reactionary movement? Because if it's reactionary, that's a no-go. If it's just movement under braking, just one, not reactively, that's okay.
Polidori really making Adrian work hard.
Yeah, hounding him. Oh no, he's spun! Nearly!
Yes!
Oh my god, he held it!
Euro beats intensify. I mean, he's ruined his tyres.
You know what, I'm having deja vu. I think I've been in this place before.
Oh, Lantern, I think we missed your collision with the manoeuvring bollard. Sorry, man.
No, did he get bollarded?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, you turned up, you made the field a decent-sized field, so, again, great for you to be here anyway.
It's going to go back to Master on Toxic. Toxic looks like he's managing to get that position back, and again...
Oh, my word!
That is so...
That is, again, it's just one false move there, and it is game over for you.
And again, looking pretty respectful through there. I mean, hard racing, but respectful. Master doing the bit off about.
Yeah, say when you come through, trying to overtake through the tumble downs is absolutely terrifying.
And Master just using that push to pass to just try and whisk away from everyone behind him. Polidori looks like he's taken a huge chunk of time out of Adrian again. Adrian will be feeling under threat.
Yeah, well, what I meant to say was trying to overtake through the kettle bottoms is terrifying.
Yes. Oh,
Hurry Downs is the one near the Corvette Bridge, before the carousel.
Just where we are.
Gotta remind myself of those things.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when you're kind of like not really sure.
Oh, and we have the leaders approaching an actual lapped car.
Oh, right, okay. And they are managing to get by nice and clean. The gap is closed right down as well. Austin only just 0.6 behind Riley now. Oof, it's getting spicy. Oh, Polidori losing out a big chunk of time there as well. Now 1.5 back from Adrian.
Yeah, I think his tyres might be cooked from that amazing save.
I think he'll just be on damage limitation as well. Fastest lap of the race from Austin Ogonowski as well.
Yeah.
Really putting the pressure on Riley in front. Toxic going super wide there. Is he going to lose the position to Kevin? Oh, Kevin!
Oh, and Kevin!
No, don't.
Just that's a light tap. That's a light tap.
Hopefully,
I think he'll be all right to continue.
He should be fine. Toxic though, taking the push to pass to try and keep that gap.
Now here's the question: do you think that Toxic may have forced Kevin wide? Because it looked pretty close. It looked close.
I don't know. I would need to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't quite tell from that angle because it looked very close to there being not enough room for two cars there.
I think the old stewards are going to be busy when that happens. But it's been a pretty interesting race. Lots of incidents, but lots of close racing, and for the best part of it, it has been pretty even, pretty fair. Oh, Kevin again. I think just having a lot of rubbish on his tyres is not helping him getting going.
Yeah, these cars have no TC, no ABS, so again, they're quite out of control when you've got detritus and gunk on your tyres.
Thankfully, he's going again, and that is Polidori just closing up onto the back of Adrian again, just within half a second. And it looks like Fly Legema is going to try and make a move on Toxic. Really close.
Oh, getting down. Kettle bottoms.
Oh, Toxic must hate kettle bottoms. He's been overtaken around here so many times. Still a long way to go, though. And
now here's the question: will Toxic request, for the first time, a track to be nerfed?
I thought Toxic was actually going to go flying off the track there, but he's managed.
No, he held it. But yes, will Toxic actually request the track to be nerfed and the kettle bottoms to be removed from all future iterations of Road America?
Yeah, and while that was going on, we have missed Adrian getting overtaken by Polidori. It was so we don't know what's happened there, but the gap is already increasing. I think Adrian will be desperate to try and hold on to that third position as well, so he'll be looking to fight back as hard as he can. He has got a lapped car in front of him as well.
So this could be an interesting development. Ooh, that was a bit of a slide there from Adrian.
They're coming up.
I think the tyres may be starting to let go for both runners now, in terms of, well, both alternate and primary runners, as you can see there, just twitching on the edge of adhesion as he goes through a corner with just a little bit too much throttle.
And don't worry, Zaif is already DSQ'd.
Yeah, we preemptively DSQ'd, which is why he didn't enter.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Lord Knight, for taking a clip of that one. We'll get a look at that in a second.
Oh, dear. Just saw Claudio have another slide as coming out of Canada corner. So yeah, I think it might be time for some of these runners to come in and pit for new tyres.
Oh yeah, Adrian is smelling blood, and he is going to get past him here. Oh, really close to his back end there as well.
Yeah.
And he's going to fight back.
The movement here is, well, some would say go-kart level movements.
He's trying to keep him to the outside.
Both going insanely wide. As Massa sets the fastest lap of 141.9, we're into the 41s.
Absolutely.
Now for pace.
Flying.
Yeah, I've raced Master. This is a turn of pace I've not yet seen from him because, you know, when I first raced against him, he was kind of down my level, which was sort of lower mid end. But yeah, so he's obviously put the hours in and really got the work in and started to make it work. So that's always good to see.
Yeah, Polidori's tyres must be absolutely knackered because you can see how much he's just sliding all over the place, but he's keeping it on the black stuff at the moment, so Or, well, so the concrete. Or
And
cement
I
or
am
whatever
keeping
it
an eye on the lead, and Austin Ogonowski is right on the arse of Ryder Gallardo.
Riley will be feeling under pressure, but it'll be interesting to see if he's going to be able to do it.
I mean, he's kept his nerve so far, so again, it's just to see what can he keep his nerve.
Is he going to
going
push the
forward.
pass? I would push the pass here. I would push the
But
pass.
he's not.
He's not.
He's not.
He's maybe saving it for the closing stages of the race.
Yeah, I think that's arguably the more sensible idea to do. Because again, you don't want to sort of just spend them all, just try to get your position early on, because then it's going to leave you vulnerable towards the end.
Yeah. Oof. And again, Riley taking that huge wide line at turn 1, which I think somebody
and Claudio is trying to overtake Adrian once again.
Oh!
Oh my word! That
Like-
could have gone so badly wrong.
Just as we switched over there, I don't quite know what happened, but
This is... Oof.
Claudio just making sure...
Oh dear me!
Wow!
This is kind of... I don't normally say this about drives, but you need to pit. Because those guys must be absolutely crying bloody murder with the amount of times they've been scraped and scrubbed on the track.
Yeah, and if you're on the outside of a driver with tires like that, you're pretty much putting your life in his hands.
You're putting your finger in an open pair of scissors and asking the person on the other end not to clamp down.
And you know that's not possible. It's just what happens.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, no, is that just me?
No. I don't know why I get called to court after chopping off that many fingers. It's ridiculous, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely burning the push to pass. Oh, and we've got Game Boy has left the session as well, but the rest of the racers here still fighting hard. Big gaps further down the field, but still hard racing going on.
At the sharp end, yeah.
Riley putting a little bit of faster time on Austin round the last lap.
Just maintaining that gap, yeah.
Oh.
Will either of them pit? No.
And with all this fighting for third position, James Pendry has been able to come back up in there as well.
This is going to end in tears, I can tell. Oh God, they bumped.
Oh, and he's taking the wide line, and he's managed to steal it from Adrian there.
My heart can't take this.
That is unbelievable. And he's still managing, he's sliding over the place.
Their tyres must be absolutely gone by now. And it's just let James Pendry absolutely catch up to them, and it looks like he's going to breeze past at some point. I mean, look, here he goes. So much later on the brakes, just made absolutely no... Oh, no! As I say that, I cursed him completely. I am so sorry. It's Claudio! No!
And how has he managed to hold that? How has he managed to hold that?
His car control is something else, I tell you.
That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. And you know, there's still the battle for first position as well.
And the crazy thing is, the gap is still only 1.2 seconds after all the drama.
I know, this is like ridiculous. This is it, we've got some good fighting here. I think Austin doing his own personal best round there as well last lap. He was just kind of a bit hot back in there on the exit of turn 1.
And, it's closing it back up again between our two favourite protagonists. They've caught lap traffic, so they've closed right back up again.
And Master's going into the pits.
Is that to change tyres, I wonder?
We'll have a
I'll keep an eye on him. I'll keep an eye on him just to see, because I'll be able to tell if the compounds change. Because again, because they've all gone a fair way on the tyres they started on.
I think I must admit, after seeing what had happened before, I think I would come in early.
Yeah.
But they
Flies
don't
come in as well.
that's it. They don't have the luxury of an engineer shouting.
No, he's just gone for fuel.
Oh right! Oh my God!
He may have changed tyres earlier.
Polidori
See what
still
Fly's doing.
somehow managing to hold on to that car there. And the gap again out front, getting closer and closer all the time.
Again, yeah, just fuel. I am surprised.
And just as we're looking back from Riley onto Austin, is he going to make a move?
Yeah, he's in the tow. He's going to the inside. Will they keep it together? Yes, they will. Oh no! Late braking. Oh, Austin nearly lost it. That was so close.
Wow, this is great. Just 26 laps in out of 50.
Oh, and Adrian has pitted. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on just to see whether the tyres change.
I think that's the right move. They've just got to... If he gets the good tyres on, then it's going to put the pressure on Polidori. Polidori will need to stop this lap, I think, to stay
so he's
in front.
Come in. And will this just be fuel or will he change tyres? Because those tyres must be absolutely cooked.
Oh, I've no idea. They've still got 2 laps to be there. Questions of black magic.
He's changed tyres.
Questions of black magic about cars not being touching each other as they're going round. Coming up by the back marker there, and that
Adrian has changed to the alternates.
Right, so we are going to see if Polidori is going to stop. We'll keep an eye on the battle between first and second to see if that gap closes down any. But I am wanting to see if Polidori is going to make a pit stop. This is really crucial for the battle for third position.
I'm keeping an eye on just to see if he will, because if he comes in, that's fine. But if he comes in and changes, then we know he's reacted.
But
I can't, to be fair.
Riley's in the pits early again, so keep an eye on him.
I'm going to keep an eye on him, see if his tyres change. So again, we're sort of in that point at the time where I'm surprised that people haven't changed the tyres.
And that's it. Yep, Polidori is coming in. And we will keep an eye on Adrian to see where he's going to be. And he's coming round into Canada corner with those alternates on as well. He should be pretty quick.
Okay, so update. From the looks of it, Ryder Gallardo did not actually change tyres.
Wow.
Or if he did, he went on to another set of primaries.
Right, that's fine. We'll be able to check that in a second. Polidori still in the pits.
And again, I didn't see a new set of tyres go on Polidori as well.
Is Polidori moving?
Yep, he's still on the alternates.
And he is just out the pit lane, just in front of Adrian. That undercut not paying off that time. Flag Emma at the moment in 4th position.
But I say, but what I'm thinking is that Claudio's tyres are much older, I think. But I can't tell with...
And at the... it's not giving me the option to see how many laps. Usually, sometimes it does actually work. But unfortunately, this time it doesn't. Unless they're all on the same tyres, but I don't think they are. Austin has jumped into the pits as well.
That'll be a sensible option.
I mean, Polidori must have another set of tyres on. Riley coming up to the start-finish line.
Yeah, he's going to overtake him.
Oh, and not by much, though.
No, but it is still enough.
It's enough. It's enough. But again, we're back to the same battle for first and second. Again, a little bit tighter than last time. Lantern's been cleared by the medical centre, available for interview. Yeah, man, just give us 2 seconds. We'll get you in and have a wee chat. What we'll do is we'll just wait until this round of pit stops is just finished, and then we'll get you in because things are a little bit tight. And again, apologies if we do cut you off because there is a lot happening. Where are you?
Yeah, the battle between Claudio and Adrian is still ongoing. Yeah. Even after that round of pit stops, it's still as close as it's ever been.
If Lantern, if you join into other games, and then I'll be able to pull you into the commentator's booth from there. And oh my god, the battle for first and second. Austin is all over the back of Riley, coming up into Canada corner. Is he going to try and make a move?
Not quite, no. Woo! Again, it's risky move going between the chute and Canada corner through the kettle bottoms and all that.
It's
very tight.
Lantern, again, apologies if we do cut you off as the race is ongoing and it has been ridiculously exciting. But good to have you in here, man.
Oh, what a blast, this race and this combination.
It's such a shame
what a
that...
result.
What happened? Did you run into the back of Game Boy?
Yeah, he was re-entering after the carousel exit, right and I was going full speed, like getting ready to change up into 6th gear, and there he was.
Yeah, I did see in the chat that he did apologise for coming into the race, but the thing is, so like,
it's a you got to try.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. So. It's just a shame that you're out early because it is such a ridiculously exciting race. I mean, we are trying to flick through further down as well, but there's just so much action happening. Really, for 3rd position and for 1st position, it's that kind of craziness that we love.
I was trying to go off strategy, trying to keep up with the top 5 because I just did not have overall speed. So, just trying to keep it low fueled, and I was going to pit stop a lot. So. Anyway, thanks for having me. This is a blast to watch. Keep at it, Tommy.
Oh, cheers, man. And thanks for taking part. It's good to see you racing again, man. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. So, good to have Lantern on with us. Oh, and we've got, again, coming up through the kettlebells.
It wasn't quite as... it wasn't quite as close as last time, but it was still again, the makings of a move was there.
And I think they are being quite canny with their push to pass now.
Yeah, they're saving them. But he's gaining, he's in the toe. Will he try and make a move into T1? No, again, he's thinking better of it. And that's the hallmark, I think, of a sensible driver. You don't just send it into a corner. You sort of think, is this going to be a guaranteed overtake, or am I going to have to risk it? And he's not risking it.
If you can get ahead and keep the outside line, because it's the inside isn't the quickest way around turn 1, it's that wide line, questionable wide line, as I can hear Alan shaking his fist at the stream. Now looking further back, we've got Master now gaining on the back of Adrian as well.
Again, he pitted a little while ago and he must have been putting in the laps. I'll go and have a quick look at that. Yeah, he's catching on the back of this train. It's kind of like it was right at the start of the race. These 3 guys all line astern, having a ding-dong battle.
This is Alan just in there, just saying about cheaters for the turn 1 stuff.
Cheaters, right line!
Good to see you're still here, and again, thanks to everyone that's tuning in tonight. Good to have you all here. This is like one of the most insane, close races that we've seen just with the fighting. It's been absolutely awesome. There has been some incidents, but incidents are frustrating for the racers, but for the stream, I love it. Even if it was me involved, as much as I would moan about it. Oh, Master closing up onto the back of Adrian. If Adrian is going to go defensive, that's going to allow Polidori just to pull out just a little bit. But they have not been shy of using their push the passes. 31 laps down. Well, 30 laps down on the 31st. And that's Adrian putting in his best lap so far. Lantern is a content creator. Get that CV updated. Oh, that's Adrian just going out wide.
Yeah,
Allowing
and Master has got the position.
He's used the push to pass there. Now it looks like Alfredo's gone off as well. Master just holding on there, going a little bit deep, but Adrian getting a bit loose coming out there. But I think Master is going to hold that position and will start putting some pressure on Polidori. Polidori's not pulled out that much from Adrian when he was behind, so there's definitely still going to be a fight there. And the fight out front is still on as well, just 0.5 separating first and second place. This has been an absolutely brilliant race.
Yes, it has.
We've not once talked about steam locomotives. Oh no!
Now you've done it.
I think the push to passes later on in the race are going to be crucial because it's just there's a lot of drivers that have been burning them. I just wonder if there's a way for me to see what they've got left. I don't think I think I can only see it when they're actually using them.
No, you can. I can just see the outlines. And what I'm amazed at is James Pendry still has all 10.
Does he? Maybe he doesn't have a button configured.
And so does Shea Stanley as well. He's also got all 10 left. They may not have buttons configured, or they may just be very conservative with them.
Maybe
but what I also haven't, what I'm also noting is I think Riley Gallardo has 8 left,
Wow.
and Austin Oganowski has 5.
Right.
So it's been very, very conservative with them.
That is a good insight. Master getting some good drive through there, leaving Adrian behind at the moment. We'll get some on-car shot from Oganowski as well because he is.
Oh yeah, and I can also, if I ride on board, we can see the push to passes.
Oh yes, yes we can. Master looks like he's going to try and line up Polidori. Oh, it's so close.
Oh, yeah.
So close.
A bit of a push to pass update. Adrian only has 2 remaining.
Wow. He has been greedy for the push to pass. And those diet boys, for their push to passes, they'll be able to gobble them up later on. Unless they don't have a button configured, then that means they are going to get nothing. Just seeing everyone using them now. Divi boosting just to try and get his speed up. Steering wheel's looking a little bit squint there as well. Could have taken some damage.
Yeah, I think Divi's damaged a little bit, yeah.
And then we've got Master within half a second to Polidori, still fighting hard, and Adrian, oh, good catch of the slide there. I mean, there must be some serious heart BPMs at the moment. It's just when they're getting into the slipstream and moving out to pass, they are just all over the place. Polidori using one of his last 4 push the passes just to try and stay in front through kettle bottoms. Oh, really deep into Canada Corner, up through Thunder Valley. And I wonder if Master is going to use a wee push the pass here, and he does. I think he's going to be right past Polidori here. Will it be enough to make it stick as they come into turn 1? Getting a good drive and leaving a big gap there now as well. Polidori coming back in, late braking, but maybe just... Oh, how is he keeping that car on the track?
I don't know, magic.
Now that's an interesting place to use your push to
yeah,
pass.
Austin. Yeah, he's started to use it, and he's Oh, I think he's going to set one up through the kettle bottoms. But I'll jump on board with Riley. Is he defending with it? No, he's not. He's not using a push pass. So this could be a move for the lead going into Canada Corner. Not quite.
Just not enough. Lots of respect between these guys. But we'll see. Polidori still within a second of Master. Master having some serious pace at this point in the race as well. Great to see. Adrian has dropped off quite a bit, but... Oh, and this is a move. He's using another push to pass there. And Austin managing to stay out in front. Riley going really, really wide, but losing out big time. We'll see if Riley is able to fight back and take first. Master with the fastest lap of the race, a 41.962. Really throwing it down now. I just should mention at this point as well, the car that we are using is one of the paid mods by VRC, which is really, really good.
Yes, we were able to put this on because it was free for a brief period around the new year.
But as you can see, definitely worth purchasing if you've not got it already. That is amazing to see Austin pulling it out on Riley. And everyone is at a decent gap now.
This is the only close gap on the track, really.
Yeah, which is, like, it's amazing. But then we've still got our next round of pit stops to come.
Quite likely.
And then things could all close up again. And there's still 15 drivers on track. And, yeah, anything can happen. Just that one lapse of concentration. And, you know, that could be it. Most drivers at the moment on the alternative tyre. And race control thinking that it is going to be another 2 more rounds of pit stops.
Oof. So, yeah, this could spice up a couple of times.
This has been great. There's been a couple of... Like last night with the ACC, we had a pretty good grid for that. And it was a good race for that one as well. Stefan managing to take the win for that one. And this race so far has been really awesome. Hopefully our next month's calendar will be sorted out pretty soon and we'll know what's coming up. I've no idea what the mysterious Mighty Wren has been working. Oh, is Austin just getting a little bit loose at the back end through Canada Corner? It might allow the gap to come down. And then they do have a lapped car in front as well, which is thankfully going into the pits. So that is not going to be an issue for anyone there. So we're just getting some information from Niels in the Twitch chat, just saying that with the fuel management, then you might be able to do the whole race on 3 stops. It would be tight, but you know, I don't know if anyone's going to be doing it. I think they're all pushing so hard. Master is in the pits again. And he did come in a bit earlier the last time as well, so definitely he'll be on definitely another stop for him to do. In fact, he's going to have to push it a little bit longer to try and stay out. It might have to do another extra one.
Oh, Righty-Gardy's gone off a little bit.
Ooh. 2 seconds now the gap, and Austin taking that opportunity to push the pass away from him.
I caught the end of it. It looked like he stood wide, coming out of the Corvette bridge or maybe out of the Hurry Downs. Again, not entirely sure which part on the track, but yeah, it was I think a bit of a slide wide.
And Kevin Woodward is closing up onto the back of Divi. Finally, Gemma doing pretty well up into 6th. And there is a big gap between him and Master as well. Oof. And we'll see if Kevin's going to make a move here. Is Kevin one of the ones that has got lots of push to pass left?
I'll quickly go in and check.
8. I think.
Yes.
And looks like he's just about close enough to make a move, but losing a little bit of time. So that has dropped right back. So everyone now all kind of spread out again. Big gap now between 2nd and 3rd, 26 seconds. And again, for the next couple of pit stops, it could all change, especially with tyre changes. I don't know why the camera's froze up like that, but it's not the handiest.
There it goes.
Hey! I thought I heard something else there. That was weird. Kevin using these push to pass. Divi taking a defensive inside line but moving back to the outside. Kevin trying to take it a little bit tight inside. I think I know what's going on. I've got an app open and it's conflicting with the other one.
Well, use your eyes.
Yeah. So we're still watching the battle. That is Adrian in the pits now. as well. Master has managed to get by him. But at the
Yeah, it's just
moment,
emerging. It's just emerging, and yeah, he's back out on the track.
I think at the end of this one, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any interviews because it's been so long. Kevin pushing hard. Will we see another overtake at Kettle Bottoms? It's looking pretty close. Divvy is not giving up easy though. So Riley is into the pits before Austin again. This has worked for him a couple of times. Getting in early. But the fight at the moment is still Woodward
and Divvy.
Both of them using the push to passes over the start finish line.
Woodward has far more than Divvy though. So that will probably play out in Kevin Woodward's favour. If he can, of course, make the move stick.
And that's Polidori coming into the pits as well. Be interesting to see how close Master will be, if he's going to be able to get past them. It's going to be tight. Don't know how long it's going to be before Polidori's... Oh, and with a move like that in the last corner.
Master, no!
Polidori should stay out in front of him. It's still going to be close though. We should just be seeing Master coming over the crest there, and he is. Whoa, and the fight is on yet again. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Riley pushing hard, now using his push to passes, trying to close down that gap to make sure that he's going to be able to challenge Austin. 16 laps left to go, roughly 16, 17, 16. Oh, we've got a spinner. I just saw a puff of smoke there.
And Austin Ogonowski is in the pits. We'll see what Garda can do.
I think he's going to close it up quite a bit. Just coming through Kettle Bottoms.
Yeah, if he can string this last set together really, really cleanly and quickly, this could be incredibly close.
Austin's still not moving. There was a 2-second gap before they came into the pits. Oh, Kevin has spun out.
In the pit lane entry, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, and Austin is underway. I think he'll get out just before, but he's coming in at rate not.
Oh,
so this could get a bit spicy.
The gap has dropped very... Oh my god. Giving it everything as he was coming around that turn one. Excuse me, my throat is a little dry. Wow. Toxic is in this split. Oh. And Toxic still fighting up into 5th position, but still to make a pit stop. Well, another pit stop. Master with his little slip on the final turn is allowed Polidori to get 3 seconds in front of him. Polidori has only got 2 push to passes left to go as well. The gap to 1st position has closed up a little bit. Down from the 2 seconds before the pit stops were made. I'm trying to drink some water. It's just been so much. Stanley has closed up the gap onto Woodward as well, but I think Woodward should be able to find the pace to get in front, but he might just be a little bit tired now, maybe making the wee mistake. I think you're right, Stephen. I found myself particular to an old-fashioned, the drink, and yeah,
that's always a mistake.
That's not a mistake. Everything in
It's
moderation.
a happy mistake.
Everything in moderation is fine. Just looking at Fly coming at the pits in 11th position. He should be able to hold on to that as Woodward is quite far away. The gap between first and second is now 1.7. Austin managing to find some serious pace at this point in the race. Riley still has a lot of
push passes.
Push passes, yeah. Oh. What's a drop shot? Oh my God! You can't put coke in that. Sorry, there's certain there's certain things you can put your coke in, but not in that.
Oh, and Toxic Boy has gone wide and has allowed Adrian to pass for position. So Adrian is now back up into 5th. And Toxic down to 6th.
Your coke. Gap between first and second is getting a little bit wider as well. Stanley 10, push the passes left. Like I said, I think that maybe he doesn't have the button configured. Toxic hard on the push the passes as well. 5 left. There will be some drivers that probably will be down to the last one. Coke, not the other thing. We're not in a rugby club. Right, Toxic is coming into the pits now.
Yes, when we refer to Coke, we're referring to AG Bar's finest dark beverage. although their second finest cola.
J. Pendry up into 6th. And that gap to between first and second is kind of hovering around about the 1.5 mark, but hopefully we'll be seeing some fighting coming our way soon.
Oh, Toxic's gone to the pitch. I think that might be because his tyres are a bit dead. Oof. Or it might be because he's out of fuel. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah. The Twitch chat's kind of going somewhere.
Is it anyway good?
No, we're just talking about whiskey.
Right.
Right, so we've got...
Right, well, what those in charge chat don't know is this is your intervention from Alcoholics Anonymous.
Master 2.5-ish seconds away from Polidori. You can just see him in the background there. But Polidori will be looking to try and get past this back marker there. Oh! A massive slide coming through the last corner. That is going to be crucial.
Oh, yeah.
Master might even be able to make a move coming up into turn 1.
It will be a pretty daring move if he did, because there's still quite a big gap.
Again, how on earth is he managing to keep control of that car as he's going round? Like,
he has incredible reactions, does Polidori. Really does. Because, again, having raced against him in a series prior, I know he's how good a driver he can be.
He is down to his last push to pass.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, it's squeaky bum time for him.
And that is Riley down to his last 3 as well, trying to close that gap on to Austin. And he
actually is making inroads.
Maybe realising that he is just going to have to push that a little bit harder. Oh, and Adrian's had a big spin.
Oh no!
Pendry's going to get him. Oh, just about.
Or is he? Yes. Yes, he is. Oof.
think Adrian was just going a little bit wide off the track there. Riley again using another push to pass over the start-finish line. Really, really pushing hard to try and catch up with first position.
He is on a mission. He really, good lord, he's on a mission.
And there are 2 lapped cars up ahead.
Will they do the sensible thing and get out of the way? No, they're blocking the leader.
I don't know if they are or if he's just trying to get maximum tow. And, oh, this is so nervous. Oh, they've done really well there.
There we go. Well done.
It unfortunately meant that Stanley did lose a position to Oriti there. But,
that was. Oh yeah, it was. Never mind. Ignore. I thought it was Kevin Woodward for a second, but no, it is Shea Stanley.
But Master is hot in the heels of
he's
Polidori.
Absolutely caning it.
And this is Adrian coming in for his final stop.
Again, after that spin, I can imagine you'd want to. Just think, these tyres are just useless. Get me some new ones.
Oof. And the next round of pit stops, this is going to make all the difference. I don't know when they're going to start stopping. But this is just setting things up really nicely for some relatively close battles. I think a lot of the positions are going to be taken, but then again, anything can happen. Adrian already out the pits and really chasing down Toxic. As again, to come under the Corvette bridge. I think Master will probably be looking to come into the pits soon, as he is always one of the ones that's coming in a bit early. Oh, that would have been beautiful timing if he just swung in there.
Nah, just keep it out.
That's it, 10 laps to go. Master again, fastest lap of the race.
He has really found pace.
And again, thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been an absolutely amazing race. Lots of action all the way through, and 27 viewers still staying with us. So thank you so much. We've got Adrian. Oh, and we've just.
Oh no, that was. That did not go well. God.
I've managed to get going. Toxic and Adrian coming together. And it looks like Panzer F1, thank God. I thought that was one of the leaders there that Adrian had got in the way of, but thankfully not. That I think Adrian's car is looking a little bit wonky. Oh, it's looking really wonky. That front wheel is buckled. I don't know if it is just a glitch or if it is really that bad.
I'm going to check on my.
We'll have a quick look. I think it's just a wee glitch from the camera there. Yeah,
this car is still not looking exactly healthy though.
But he is making the pass back round Panzer F1. And he'll be trying to close up that gap on to Toxic to have another go at him. He's still got plenty of time to do it with 9 laps left.
Oh, I just went on ball with James Pendry there, and I caught him. He had a massive, massive slide. Caught it well, though. Caught it well.
Master now 3.2 seconds off the back of Polidori. We were thinking that he was maybe going to close up a little bit more, but not quite happening at the moment. Maybe having a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a slip somewhere. But
and I think we might actually be entering the final phases of Splash and Dash as well.
I think they're going to have to, because it's at that point, unless somebody has been able to do that that little sort of 3-stop strategy that is possible, but very, very tricky to do. You're trying to use the push to pass as a kind of electric assist. Push them over the line. the gap is closing ever so slightly. Austin is driven so well to stay out in front of
Yeah,
Riley.
he's driven a very, very good and consistent race. I mean, they both have, to be fair.
Yeah, like I said, there is that little cloud of was he in front over the line at the start, but let's not get the metal chairs out from underneath the ring quite yet.
Okay, I'll put mine back.
Panzer F1 is still hanging on to the back of Adrian as well, not letting him out of his sight. Polidori setting his own personal best into the 41s. Master slightly quicker. And I think you're right. I think it's just that kind of like who's going to pull the trigger first and go into the pits, because nobody's wanting to make the first move. And Fly is... Oh, Fly is DNF'd. Oh, no.
Went right into the wall.
Maybe I
Or did he
disconnect.
run out of or might run out of fuel?
I don't know. I have no idea. We'll find out in chat in a wee while, no doubt. Oof, Adrian really bouncing across the curb.
Again, he's really, really pushing onto the back of Toxic.
And that is Austin on his last push to pass as well.
Riley Guido still has 2 left.
He's... I say it's who's going to blink first and make that stop. And that's the 2 out front setting their best times.
And also, just to point out, and a big props up to Phyla Gemma, he's in 6th and is absolutely killing it. Just being super consistent and, yeah, staying out of trouble, put him in that position.
Oh, big lock up from Toxic.
This could get quite spicy.
Polish man is zooming. Master into the pits, so we have got our first blinker.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the little splash of fuel for the last 5 laps, and then it's going to be an absolute free for all after that. But again, I think James Pendry may have actually been able to make that 3-stop work because he's just flown right past. But again, you can't tell until he comes around again, I suppose.
That's it, Woodward into the pits as well, so this could be the kind of window that they're all waiting for. Oh, big squirrel from Panzer F1 coming through Canada corner there. And is Toxic... I think Toxic was quite late to pit the last time, so he might actually just stay out.
Both are.
Adrian as well, he should be good to the end. So this might actually put them quite far up in amongst the leaders when they all start coming out. Oh, and Panzer's had an off at the start-finish line. What happened?
That's an odd flight.
Oh, and Riley is tightening those screws. He is just about within a second of the leader now.
And they are coming up.
Polidori's gone off. No.
Though he does have quite a big gap to the guy behind him.
Yeah, but that's Master is going to be so close because he's had the pit stop. This is... Oh, and they can't get going.
Oh, squirrely. Keep it on straight and narrow.
God.
It's all kicking off.
It's going to be so tight. I think if he has to go into the pits, he's going to drop so far back. And he is going into the pits. Oh, that's
diving in.
Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking at this point in the race. And Adrian is closing up onto the back of Toxic.
This is going to be I mean, he's going to want a huge run through the chute, through the kettle bottoms and into Canada corner, but he's too far back, I think.
That's it. Master just taking
sailing past
that position. Now, it'll be interesting to see where Pendry's going to be. Is Pendry had a stop? Is it's...
Yeah, that's going to be the big question. Is he able to go to the end?
And Phyla Gemma up into 5th. Let's see, pit stops. So, at the moment, Master is the only one that's stopped 4 times. And is anyone there being able to do a 3-stopper? It's... We'll find out in the next 6 laps. Oh. Outrageous stuff.
Mm.
And Riley knows this isn't over, pushing really hard, and he is closing that gap up ever so slightly. And Adrian's just off the back of Toxic a little bit. Maybe he knows it.
Oh no, he spun!
Oh, big spin. Oh, and he's disconnected.
No! So far in.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe just really frustrated there.
Yeah. You hate to see it, you hate to see it.
Someone did a backflip now. Not sure they clipped a hole in the track. Oh, maybe it was Adrian that's done the backflip there. Pendry in the pits. This is going to allow Master up into the podium position. And Pendry does look like he's rolling, or is he just stopping? He is just stopping, so that's going to be a bit of a long pit stop. We still are waiting to see if the leaders are going to stop.
Finally get up into 4th.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I think he's still got a pit stop to make. He has got
Possibly
5 push to passes still to use as well.
Dun 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 dun. Pole watch.
There we go. Panzer on the front straight doing a backflip there. So we've lost 4 drivers through this whole event, but it has been pretty solid and some really tough racing. Pendry is really challenging.
Just behind Polidori
now.
Polidori, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Polidori, who's got an IndyCar drift set up.
Yeah.
Oh, there'll be no singing tonight, Stephen. I think my voice is absolutely gone. There's not going to be any interviews after this race either, I'm afraid. This is just going to be a good night. God bless. Pendry still all over the... What?
Sorry, lap car had spun just in front of us. The 2 leaders were coming through.
Right, okay.
And that could have been incredibly decisive. But as I say, the gap has really fallen down as well. So we could be seeing Riley Gallardo really challenging for the win.
Pendry's had a big spin as well.
Oh no!
And Polidori.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. I think they must have collided. Alfredo's off again.
Again.
Oh, what is going on?
Everyone's slipping and sliding.
Are the leaders going to stop this lap, or are they
fuel to the end?
I have no idea.
It's so tense.
And that is Riley really getting into... Oh, he's taking the stop. Right, this is crucial now.
This is it.
Now, will Austin be able to get a good lap in to stay out in front? And I think that was his last push to pass that he's used as well. So he is going to be pushing so hard. And I imagine that he'll be coming straight into the pits this lap as well.
Panzer F1 has also made his final pit stop. Or is making his final pit stop. So, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting development to see whether Ogonowski is going to pit, or is he just going to try and keep it to the end?
Oh, and Polidori again.
That drift set is getting more than its money's worth.
Oh, there we go. They made contact. And Ogonowski still pushing hard.
Yeah, if he's pushing this hard, I think he's going to go for the pits.
Riley
just as a... And it must be said for Phyla Gemma, again, just the laps are there. He has been so consistent.
He's been doing really, really well. Yep. No push the passes left for Ogonowski. I think Riley's got 1 or 2 left. Is he coming in? Yes, he is coming in. So we are going to watch Riley coming round.
This is going to be...
This is going to be so
close. And again, Riley needs to absolutely nail Canada corner and then the final sector.
Oof, just a little twitch to the back
slidey,
end there.
But again, if he can keep it going, that's not going to lose him much time. And Ogonowski's come to a stop.
He's round the last corner.
And Ogonowski's out. It's a splash and dash.
That's a splash and dash. He is just crossing the start-finish line now. And it looks like Ogonowski is miles ahead of him. Wow. I was thinking it was going to be a lot closer than that.
He only needs enough to get across the line. So that quick stop was absolutely vital.
Absolutely vital, but he has no push to passes left. Master using the last of his push to passes as well.
Well, he's pretty much in no man's land at the moment, so just to use it for whatever reason. Oh, and Filegema is coming into the pits to give his final fuel stop. This is going to give 4th position to James Pendry. And he's going to lose a fair few positions, I think.
I think so. He'll be lucky if he gets out in front of Toxic. But again, it is just a splash and dash, so he might be able to get rolling relatively quickly.
He'll be in 7th.
2 laps for Riley to try and close up the 2.7 seconds to first place. And it looks like Austin has just got himself into a beautiful groove at the moment. But it's going to be close. I just don't think there's going to be enough time for him to close that up. 2 laps to go now. And we've seen just what those little tiny slips will do. And Riley definitely has got good pace round here. But at the moment,
he did take pole after all.
He did, yeah, but maybe the tyres are just... Maybe it's the wrong choice of tyres at this point in the race, and the alternatives are just working better on Austin's car.
I could possibly be the case.
Oh, little twitch to the back end there. And this is it. Coming round into carousel. Most of the other cars all evenly spaced out.
Yeah, no very close gaps on the track, I don't think.
It's made it quite interesting with the amount of pit stops as well. Like I've really enjoyed this. Just getting a message from the Discusic there for the Arbaz Flagema, saying that he's going to be using the 100% of Arbaz power.
There we are on the very last lap of the race.
Turn it up to full Poland. Panzer F1 sitting at 141 as well. But I think Austin is just too far away.
Yeah, unless he makes a horrendous mistake, I think he's got it in the bag.
Oh, Master coming into the pits. Is that tactical? Is his pit box before the start-finish line?
No, it's not.
Because that could open up the door to Pendry.
It is going to. It's going to. James Pendry is crossing the start-finish line now.
Wow.
And he's going to lose out to Claudio Polidori as well.
Wow, that's an...
And Toxic. No, not Toxic. Well, actually, maybe. Maybe this is going to be a close battle. I wonder why he pitted.
I have no idea. We're just watching the leader coming around Canada Corner through Thunder Valley for the last time. Maybe no fuel. He did pit a lot earlier, maybe misjudging the splash and dash.
Possibly.
And Austin coming round the final corner, up and to take the win for Formula Charged. Absolutely cracking race. We've got Riley coming over in second place.
There is it's a provisional win, and Riley coming home in second. And Pendry, I'm pretty sure, is going to come home third.
Which was, to be honest, a bit of a surprise. Because it looked like Polidori was going to manage to get a Polidori or Master, because they were both of them really, really quick. But Pendry managing to hold it. We've got Panzer F1 crossing the line in 8th, Stanley in 11th, and Alfredo in 13th. There will probably be a couple others that will cross just before our third place.
I think Divi's going to cross the line now. I think.
Divi over in 9th.
And then Pendry in a very, very well fought third. Because I don't think he's ever actually used a single push to pass.
Oh my god!
But I can't quite tell at the moment. So because he crossed the line, so it flattened out. Master finishing 5th, Toxic 6th, and Phylogema will finish 7th.
And I think our last driver is just behind Oriti there.
Yeah, Oriti weaving all over the gaff.
And then we've got our man at the top of race control. That's Niels there. He's not actually looking at the track. He's on his phone. So sort yourself out.
No, it's actually a very sad story. He doesn't have eyes. So he's there, but he does not know for what reason.
What is this? Sorry. We should be talking about the race. But I've never noticed that sign before. Wow.
Henry, USA.
America. Good race, everyone. This has been absolutely amazing. I've been so fortunate to cover this one with Boz as well. Thanks for joining me. It's been just ridiculous. Congratulations on Austin for winning, Riley for pushing Austin so hard and finishing second. Pendry for finishing third, somehow finishing third, but the really good solid performance. Polidori for putting on an amazing drift show. Master for just coming back and attacking constantly.
Yep.
Toxic for finishing 6th as well. And Phylogema, on behalf of Poland, thank you. Panzer F1 on behalf of Tanks, thank you. I can't think of anything for Divi and anyone else. But
Divi on behalf of India, come on.
I know, but it's a bit stereotypical, isn't it?
I suppose.
Kevin, on behalf of Kevin's, thank you. Stanley on the knives. Oriti, it's alright. And Alfredo, keep doing what you do, but faster.
And there we go.
Right. I am absolutely knackered after all that nonsense. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Like I said, it's just gone just a bit too long, so I am not going to be doing any interviews tonight, unfortunately. You're welcome to join in with the chat with everyone on our sort of Charge General chat. If you've got anything that you want to say about the stream, anything you want to capture, then go and clip it. Let us know. All feedback's great, and yeah, I'm just absolutely spent after all that nonsense. It's been fantastic. Again, thank you to all the drivers, everyone for tuning in, and Boz, you can take us out.
Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.